What was the technique that I told you at first? After every step, go back in with your beauty blender. All my makeup just be seamless. Blend in until it's seamless, or it is seamless. What's the key word? Seamless, okay? You need a brush for each single thing. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Josephine, and if you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We do vlogs, beauty, fitness, and travel on the side. And then if you're an old subscriber, welcome back. So in this video, we're about to do my famous, oh yeah, like famous, nobody knows you. I'm about to do my famous 15-minute simple B to the gods makeup. Finally, it's here. Oh my God. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys a full detailed makeup tutorial from the products, how to contour, what to do, what not to do. Yes, I'm going to be talking through this video most of the time, not majority of the time. So certain things are like common, sense. I will not be saying it and showing you guys exactly how I achieve my beat face. I'm telling y'all, I learned this in less than 6 months. It all takes practice. Heavy on practice. Okay. First thing I would say is your base is very, 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 very important. A lot of people think, oh, I can buy the most expensive makeup product is gonna come out great, or depend on your skills. Majority of the time, your skills can get you somewhere. But your base, your foundation, and I'm not talking about your makeup foundation, your foundation is important. If you want to know what my skin routine is, I'll be posting it on my TikTok if you haven't followed my TikTok yet. So as you can see, my face is glistening. Yes, I did burn myself, yeah. At this point, there's nothing I can do about it. Beauty is pain. But as you can see, my skin is glistening. I already did my skin routine. I'm gonna add my sunscreen. I feel like I have a dry face, so moisturizing my skin is key. Like, I want my skin to feel like a glazed donut. Like, I want you to see your reflection in my skin. If my foundation, or aka my base, is dry, what is my makeup gonna do? It's gonna dry up and it's going to not look right. So I'm going to apply my Black Girl sunscreen. I love this sunscreen so much. I know, yeah, you're probably saying it's nighttime, why you applying sunscreen? I apply sunscreen anytime, anywhere, okay? So now that our base is set, I'm telling you, if nobody has ever told you this tip right now, I'm telling you, coming from somebody whose makeup, I'm gonna try to find pictures of how my makeup used to be and then compare it to now. We get started. I'm going to wipe the excess oil off my eyebrows because I need them to stay. And when you keep practicing, your makeup gets so easy. I can literally do my makeup in 15 minutes, yeah, or probably less. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to show you guys all the products that I use for my eyebrows. We're gonna start with the eyebrows first, and then we're going to get into the next step. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is going in with my e.l.f. Eyebrow pencil. So the first thing I like to do is brush out my eyebrow. What I like to do is just fill them in. I don't really do much. You see the difference. Just like that, brush this up. And I like the shape of my eyebrow, so I don't like to take away from it. I just need to add on to it. Now this eyebrow right here is very thin, so I pay attention to the ends and fill that in even more, and just lightly stroke the front. You do not want the front of your eyebrows looking boxy, okay? Please. And if it does, you better take this and wipe them off. You want it to look as natural as possible. And the next thing I'm going to do is take there's always eyebrow gels. I just like this better. It keeps my eyebrows in place. Whether you believe it or not, my eyebrows can literally move out of place for that. So I use just a little bit. So I put some on the back of my hands, and make sure you guys can see this. And I just lightly grab some and then put them on the eyebrows. If you guys see me looking this way, there's a mirror right here. So not lightly just brush them the way I want them to be, or the way they was already in. Okay, again, brush in the direction you want your eyebrows to lay. This is gonna take practice. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys the moment you watch me, voila, like you're going to know how to do your makeup perfectly. No, it takes practice. You know how many videos I've watched that was so detailed and so perfect, but yet I was not perfect the first few times that I did it. It just took practice. And sometimes my method might not work for you. What I did was take notes. I literally would take notes. Every time I'll do my makeup, I'll see what I like and what I don't like, what works and what don't work. And I make a list until I perfected my do's and don'ts and pros and cons. So now the next thing I'm going in is the Pro Concealer, the LA Pro Concealer. Everybody knows this. If you don't know this, just go to your local beauty supplies. So what I like to do is, again, don't do the most. Follow your natural face. I feel like what makes a lot of people's makeup turn out horrible is because they're trying to do the most. Just what I like to do is just follow my natural brow and just trace it. Do the same thing over here. Carve them out, just carve them out. See the motion that I'm going? Your eyebrows are not the same. Please understand that, and they will never be the same. This one is a little more arched and this one is not, and it's fine. It's not like you gotta look crazy. Don't try to make everything perfect for now. Right now I'm going with this what's it called, brush. I got this whole set from Amazon. It's in my Amazon storefront, so you can find it in my Amazon storefront. But I'm using this angled or flat brush for my eyebrows. This is for my eyebrows. And I just literally just spread the product around. Just spread it around. I like to drag it down. You're basically using the brush to clean up your eyebrows. That's it. That's basically it. Sometimes I go over to trace the top as well when I feel like my eyebrows need more definition, but I don't always do that. I'm not saying put a whole bunch of product on the top, just lightly, okay? So the next step is primer. I use this e.l.f. concealer. If you have dry skin, make sure you moisturize a lot. You can see how glowy my skin is. And then on top of that, when you add the e.l.f., it does not dry up your skin at all. It's very moisturized. So I'm just gonna put a good amount on my face everywhere and just spread it out like it's lotion, like every corner. Especially under my eyes, because this primer is supposed to hold your makeup. That's why it's called the Power Grip Primer. So my under eyes tends to crease more or start to look crazy first. So I focus on that more. And I just apply the primer everywhere, my forehead, my nose, under my eyes, my chin, literally everywhere. We need the makeup sitting everywhere. Okay, now that the primer is on our face, we're going to go straight into with our foundation. This is where I recommend you start paying attention even more, because there's certain tips and tricks that I've learned that just literally saved my life. So this is the LA, again, LA, this is literally my perfect shade. And I don't think I will cheat on it until I find something better. But for now, I've been using this since I started perfecting my makeup to the T. Okay, so this is in the color coffee. Again, I'm gonna insert everything on the screen. Yeah, I think she's like 50 years old right now. So what I do is I put the foundation on my face. Some people like to put it on the back of their hands, but I like to put it on my face because I've got to the point where I know what's enough and what's not enough. Just one pump, I kid you not, one pump. What I did was one pump on this side and dragged it all over my face. Okay, that's literally it. And now I'm gonna take this foundation brush and literally just puff it out on my face. So trick number one, make sure you take notes. Have, what's it called? A brush for everything. Meaning the brush that you use to do your foundation, do not use it to do your contour. The brush that you use to do your contour, do not use it to do your, your concealer or your brush. When I first started, I was using literally one brush for like 15 things. I was using the same brush for my foundation, my contour, my and my blush. And a friend of mine was just like, that's not going to give you the flawless look. You need a brush for each single thing. This is not everything, but you get the point. Every single brush has its own purpose. Do not mix that up. That is tip heavy, number one, okay? Now that you have used your brush to spread out your foundation, this is what your skin's supposed to be looking like. The next trick for this, the next big tip is a beauty blender. I like to go back in with a beauty. After every single step, we go in with our beauty blender to finish it off. So we're gonna start with our foundation. So as you can see, I already used it. And now I'm just going to focus on this side for now and just pat everything in just gently. Probably looks like I'm being aggressive, but I promise you it's just gentle. Gently. And as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, this side is more set and then this side is more oily. So I'm gonna do it on this side as well. Okay, now that I'm done with my foundation, we're going to conceal. So the concealer that I use again is e.l.f. Like all my products and my routine is very simple. I'm using the e.l.f. concealer. I'm going to use this. What you want to do when it comes to concealing, please make sure you start off light. Do not go in with a whole bunch of product. Please, you're going to regret it. What I like to do is lightly take some product up and follow this direction, please. Start with a couple dots in between your eyes and then a few on the outer corner of your eyes, and repeat on the other side. So we're gonna start with just the eyes first. Then I go in with is my brush. I know a lot of people like to do their concealer with a beauty blender. Beauty blender takes away the product from your face. So go in with your brush first and then your beauty blender at the end, as you can see. What I like to do is make sure I use a flat brush, okay? And then I start in with my inner corner eye and drag it down just a little bit and towards my nose. That's literally the tip right here, towards your nose. As you can see right here, it gives your nose the contour that it needs, like literally. I did not know that until like a month ago. So, tap. Keep blending until you see literally almost nothing, okay? So as you can see, how I dragged my concealer towards my nose and drag it from the outer corner. Some people do not like the little cut next to the outer corner of the eye, but I like it. It just snatches my face, okay? So if I just drag it down, it just makes my face droopy. It's all about your face type. That's another thing. Get to know your face. Get to see what works for your face, what makes your face snatch, and what makes your face droopy, okay? I said start small. So since we started small, I want to put more product under my eye just to give it a little bit more brightness. So I'm just, again, lightly tapping. So this time, if you like, some people would just be like, yeah, this is perfect. This is something I do for like just an everyday quick look. But if I'm going out, I like to add more and focus on just the inside of my eyes, not the outside, because you do not want to put too much product over here. You're going to look like a ghost. We do not want that. And regardless, you're going to drag the product to the outer corner. So you don't want that. So just a few taps right there. And then take your brush one more time and go in. Just like that, under our eyes is bright. I know I look crazy, but hold on, relax. What was the technique that I told you at first? After every step, go back in with your beauty blender. So I'm gonna use the same side that I use for the foundation. This helps all my makeup just be seamless. Literally, look at this, and then compare it to that. So if you never go in finish off with the beauty blender step, you're going to be walking around with a harsh line just like that. You do not want that. Make sure you lightly tap and keep blending until it's seamless, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to focus on concealing the other part of my face, which is nothing crazy, nothing serious. I just put a dot on my chin and a dot on my top lid and a dot on my forehead. So with the forehead, is very tricky. I will highly recommend that the forehead, when it comes to concealing, gets the most minimum product ever, like not too much. Because if not, and you're not really great at blending, it's just going to be a big patch of whiteness on your forehead. So put the most smallest amount of product on your forehead. You have to be very, very careful when it comes to your forehead. So same thing on my chin. Blend this out. Blend it out. Some people like to drag it around. Not me. This is simple makeup. And then for my upper lip, same thing. And what's the next step? Take your beauty blender and make sure it is seamless. What's the key word? Seamless, okay? So when it comes to contour products, it's always been very difficult for me to find the perfect contour product. When I first started, I would use the e.l.f. concealer in the color Rich Chocolate as my contour. It was great, it was perfect, but I needed something more harsh and, more grown. So I started using the Maybelline New York, I think it's the mini palette. I started using the brown part as contour. So I'm about to give you a game when it comes to contouring. First, you want to lightly tap, all right? And then when you're contouring, if you want that snatch look, at first when I used to contour, I used to bring my contour all the way down here, all the way down to my lip, like a mustache, okay? Like a mustache. It was not giving, like my face felt so long, okay? So what I like to do is draw just a tiny bit of line, just like that. If you need more direction, fix your lips like this and then drag it. And that top part is where your contour starts and ends. That's it. I promise you, you're gonna see a difference. If you're someone that wants more contour, you could just go in with more product, but that's not really me. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. So next place I'm contouring is my forehead. I just put a dot, just a little bit. And then next thing is the chin. A lot of people don't contour the chin, but I do. So I just draw a line under my chin, Just like that, and then draw another line on this side, but not too much because I'm injured on that side. So just a little products down here. And that's the contouring we're focusing on just now. And what was the second tip about having a seamless, perfect makeup? Make sure every make sure every brush has its own duty or its own product to deal with. So this is my contour brush. I always know this is my contour brush because of the way it is shaped. So why do I choose this one? Because it helps me bring my makeup up just like that. And if you're blending out your contour, do not do that. Blend it up, blend it up, blend it up, blend it up. Just like that. I know you're probably not seeing anything now, that's okay. And then blend this side up, 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 up. Up-a-dee-dee, up-a-dee-dee, up. The forehead and the chin. So when it comes to the chin, make sure you drag it. I like to drag it down. Don't drag it up. Drag it down, just like that. Just brush it out. Just brush her down. And that is it with the contour just for now. Next thing we're going to focus on is baking. Okay? Oh, I know you're probably like, oh, you forgot to beauty blend. Yes, I did. Just a little bit. I don't like to do too much on the contour because the contour never really gives me a problem, but it's always good so that I can make sure it's seamless. You know, there's nothing there, but I know, just wait. You're gonna see the purpose of this, okay? Let me tell you something. Makeup is not all about making it pop, because now you're gonna be looking like a clown. Simple is always the best way to go. Don't overdo it, please. I'd rather you look like you didn't have that much makeup on than to look like a clown. Choose one, okay? So with baking, I go in with this product and my brush. I take just a few products on the brush and then dust it off just like this, and then apply it to my under eye. So when it comes to baking, you are applying it to the parts that you put your concealer only, okay? Just for now. So again, I do not leave my bake or my powder on. The moment I put it on and I spread it out and I press it in, I just brush it off. Just like that. Look at the difference. Look at the difference that baking does. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, like I said, bake all the places that you conceal. So just a little bit on your chin, a little bit on your your bottom lid. And I think that's it for now, just for now. Now, next thing we're going to do is contour eye nose. So what I want to start in first is use my contour brush and my contour product or palette or whatever. So I don't like to put too much product on my nose when it comes to contouring because there's already enough product here. So what I like to do, I do not bring my contour all the way down to my nose. I start from this part and then drag it to my eyebrows, just like this. Or I could start from my eyebrows and drag it here, just like that. So just like that, drag it. I do not drag it. I know I just messed up right here, but it's okay. We can fix it later. Just drag it right there. You do not want to bring it all the way to your nose. Use your contour brush and then just make sure you just brush it and don't leave your nose too harsh. The next thing you want to do is take your concealer brush and take your concealer just for a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little product. Just a dab, dab, dab. And just trace a straight line on your nose. For me, I like to dot, dot, dot. Just make sure, just right here. Right there. And make sure it's thin too. Don't make it too thick because it's gonna make your nose wide. The point of contouring your nose is to give you the slim snatch, you know? illusion. So next thing I like to do for that one is take the clear part and just lightly dab, lightly dab, lightly dab, lightly dab, lightly dab. And then that's it for your nose contour. So next thing is my new favorite that I've learned how to do properly, the reverse contour. So reverse contour, you're gonna start with your concealer again, and this time have your chin in, tuck your face in. And same thing as drawing it for your concealer, you wanna draw the same thing but under your cheekbone. Like, so I like to draw it right here, and don't drag it all the way to your lips, please. Just a small line, small, short line. Go in with my beauty blender and just puff it out, or just blend it out. Puff. And the last baking would be for my cheeks. I like to use the same brush and just drag it just like that. Just draw a line, same spot. Now, can you see? Y'all can't see that yet. Just hold on. So the same spot that you drew your your concealer on, just drag your powder on it. And like I said, I don't like to leave my powder on for too long, so I like to just brush it off right away, because it leaves a harsh line, as you can see. See? Excuse me. Okay. Going again with my beauty blender to seamlessly blend it out just a little bit. It's not going to be perfect, but it's good. Okay. Next part is bronzing your face, or putting the bronzer. Honestly, I don't really do this step a lot, but when I feel like my makeup is too white, I just lightly dab and go around your face. Around your face first. Okay, and I like to just go and just brush. One time, one swipe, or one or two swipes, that's it. One or two swipes. That's it. That's it. Nothing crazy. The next step, we're gonna put blush on our face. So the blush I'm using is this blush. I'm gonna put it on the screen again. Not sure, I just found it from the beauty supply store. Yeah, and it just works perfectly fine. So I use this shade right here. You can use this shade or this shade, but I like to use this shade because I am darker. So, you know, you need to see it, because if not, what's the point? So I just like to take a little bit, not too much, and just lightly dab. You do not want a harsh, blush. What I like to do is from point A, point B, point C, just drag it up. Okay, on your cheekbone. You see this? On your cheekbones. And then, okay. Some people like to smile and do it, but you see this? I do not like this harsh line. It's not me, and I brought it too low. We're gonna fix that. But I like it just up here, not down here. But like I said, on your cheekbones. And a little thing I like to do is I put it on my nose, like right here. And then on my forehead, just a little bit. And then the tip of my lip. Nothing crazy, you can't really see it. You can see my nose one, but you can't really see the rest. Oh, you're probably like, oh my God, you look crazy. Relax, relax, we're not done yet. Beauty blender one more time for the blush. You see the difference now? Seamless. On this side too, I want to fade this side more. There we go. So now that we're done, the next thing we need to do is just set the face. And this is a very, 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 very important part. So please, please, please pay attention. So first, I like to go in with my L.A. Pro concealer. Again, they need to sponsor me at this point. And I'm going to drench my face with this. Make sure you have something to fan your face right after. So I have my blow dryer right here, right after I'm blow drying my face. Okay, go straight to drying your face. Oh, Is that plugged in? Oh my God. Okay, so dry your face until you feel like your face is 60 to 80% dry. This is important. Make sure you dry your face until you feel like your face is 60 to 70% dry. And then you go back into it with your beauty blender one more time. And just set everything right it needs to be, right where it needs to be. Lightly tap. This helps your makeup stay in place, fall in place, and look flawless. Okay, the nose does not take away from the product if you go in lightly, just like that, boom. And now we're going to do it one more time again, and this time make sure it's fully dried. Okay, so now that our face is fully dry from the first in spray, I like to go in with my one size spray so that it can sit for the whole night, okay? And this time I'm not gonna blow dry because it is not wet. It is very much like airish, if that makes sense. And make sure you close your eyes, and when you close your eyes, count to 5 before you open your eyes. Okay, now that we have set our face, I'm going to finish off by lining my lips and doing my lip routine. My lip routine is nothing special. I just line my lip with a black liner or a brown liner, and then I go in with a moisturizer, a lip gloss, and then my e.l.f. lip gloss. So I'm gonna show you guys in a minute without talking, because this is not working. So since my lip gloss is already moisturizing, I don't have to go in with my lip gloss. So I just go in, because I go in with my clear lip gloss. My mistake, going with the clear lip gloss. So I just go straight in with my e.l.f. lip gloss. Again, I'll put everything on the screen, and then that would be it. This is just bring color to my lip, so I'm not looking crazy. So this is the finished look. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope I helped somebody, and I make sure somebody's, makeup game just got bigger, okay? If you guys have any question, any concerns, any tips, feel free to comment, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.